school, applied to law school, got into law school. That whole process was like, are you guys familiar with the Greek mythology? Kind of.
I'm sure she is.
There is the myth of Sisyphus.
It's rolling out.
Yeah.
This was like my life. Like going through law school was just like I am pushing a boulder up a hill, only to watch it roll back down and then push it back up again. And so I'm like, there's something wrong with this. Like it's just, this is not right. It's not Taoistic. It's not anything. I didn't know what it was. And so I got into law school, started having horrible panic attacks and like anxiety and like I can't breathe. I didn't know if it was because I was pushing a boulder up a hill and then watching it roll back down. Something was taking my breath away, and so I decided to not go to law school after I felt like I just spent so much time, money to get there, but it just wasn't what I was supposed to do. But I was happy that I went through the experience, because if I was in retrospecting, like if I didn't do it, it'd be like, oh, maybe I should still apply to law school. I'm happy it's done. I have moved on from that. I had to get over the fact that I put myself in debt to learn that experience, but it's done now. So from there, I was like, okay, I'm really interested in just policy, organization. I'm interested in oration, but I didn't know like how to apply it. Like I love school, and so I was like, I am going to go to architecture school, because in a sense there's a lot of organization, there's structure involved, there's rules, there's regulations, there's policy, and then again, so much money spent into that, and I'm like, something wasn't resonating there. I felt like I was getting close though. Like I'm getting closer to how I can pinpoint what I want, but it is taking a lot of money and time to narrow these things down. So after, spending thousands of dollars on erasers that don't have shavings, I'm like, I'm done. I'm totally done with this. So I turned my back on architecture, and I am kind of left in this little conundrum where I'm going to get acupuncture for my anxiety, and it's really helping. And I'm like, this is very cool. This is something very outside of what my therapist wanted me to do, what my doctors wanted, what my parents wanted. Alternative medicine, it was just something so far-fetched, but I'm like, it's working, and maybe I need to try things that are not necessarily a part of what I think should be the process, which is very scary. It's really jumping into the deep end and hoping that you can swim, or hoping that you can find some sort of floater device. And so going through my treatments of trying to get a hold of my anxiety and panic attacks through acupuncture and Chinese medicine, I kind of found a place for myself there, not as an acupuncturist, not following this medicine, but really feeling like I can encourage other people to find their niche, because I felt like I've gone through such a process of trying to find how I can put what I want into a place of action. And so it seemed very clear to me what I needed to do. So I didn't become an acupuncturist. I ended up working in their enrollment and marketing and moving up that chain. But it became so real that what I needed to do was to be someone where my actions, my words, were able to inspire someone to dream bigger, to reach further. And so my love for education, my love for organization wasn't something that I thought I needed to become a part of a field in doing, but I needed to take that field and spread that to other people. So it wasn't like I needed to take architecture and find structure and find a voice in that, because it's something that is nonverbal. So it wasn't something that worked for me. I needed to find my voice, and my voice was to be able to give others a voice, others that sense of inspiration. And so I don't know, my journey was very weird. I thought I needed to be the student always. I needed to be in education because I loved education. I wanted to learn. And I realized that maybe I was more of a vessel in education rather than, in a sense, the instrument, the tool.